Make sure your glasses are full. Distinguished guests, family and friends, and Walter. Lindsay and I would like to personally thank all of you from the bottom of our hearts for y'all being here. If you weren't here for our wedding day, it would not have been the same. It would have been a lot cheaper. My mother and father, Steve and Marty, or Marty and Steve, she told me to say her name first. I would like to give you both a big thumbs up on raising such a wonderful son. You brought me up in church, in a Christian home, and you always told me to go after what I wanted and not regret what happened in the past. On our long trips between Texas and Tennessee when we were coming to visit family, I would often fight with Allie, and you somehow always led me to believe that Santa would telepathically know if you had to pull the car over. I want to thank you for everything you've done for me, and in turn, I apologize for everything I've done to you. I love you both very much. Lindsay and her mother, Brenda, have both done a wonderful job planning out all the tiny details to make this day as perfect as it could possibly be. Lindsay actually started planning the wedding about 5 years ago when we first started dating. Up until this day, I would always catch Lindsay in my arms. I assume from here forward, I'll probably catch her in my pockets. I know that my father-in-law, Sherman, trusts me to take care of his baby girl, and he actually gave me a receipt. It reads, received on May 19, 2012, one daughter in perfect condition. Fully guaranteed and warranted, comes complete with all possible options. Now, us Nelsons were kind of competitive, right? So my dad gave her a receipt, and it said, received one son, sold as seen, no refunds under any circumstances. For babysitting purposes, simply subscribe to the Outdoor Channel. On the night I proposed to Lindsay, in typical fashion, I got down on one knee, and then I got down on the other one, and I said, Sherman, will you pay for the wedding? On a more serious note, this is the best day of my life. I'm deeply touched that all of you could find time in your busy schedules to come spend time with us on this wedding day. Lindsay, thank you for being here too, sweetie. We wanted a wedding with all of our closest friends and family, so the list was made, and everybody that's here, names was on that list. There are those that are absent, and we're keeping them all in mind, knowing that they would be here if there was any way possible. I want to thank our families, Sherman, Brenda, my new brothers, David, Scott, and Craig, my new sister, Sean, my parents, Marty and Steve, my sister, Allie, her husband, Sydney, and their son, Caleb. Bear with me. All of Lindsay's bridesmaids, you all look beautiful. Thank you for being here for my wife throughout this whole process. I want to especially thank my groomsmen too. I know you guys' only job was to stand up there and look pretty, even though Walt kind of screwed that up. Walt, I chose you to be my best man because out of all the people I know, you truly are the one friend I know that I can call and you'll be there. As long as it's before 9 p.m., before you drink your warm milk, turn your phone off and go to bed.
It's 10 now. I got a better job.
Yeah. Now I was planning on giving this big heartfelt spiel about how great you are. You are a good friend. But I figured since you're so much smaller than the average human being, you wouldn't need nearly as much attention. It'd probably fly right over your head anyways. Well, all this boils down to the simple fact that on this day, May 19, 2012, I had the God-given opportunity to marry my best friend. And I believe you would all agree that she looks stunning. I would like to thank Lindsay's parents, Sherman and Brenda, for raising such a beautiful, caring, hardworking daughter. She does everything for me. She even wrote this speech. Lindsay, you are the most important person in my life. there are 1,000,001 reasons that I love you, which I will now list in alphabetical order. I look forward to living with you, learning even more about you, and being the best husband that you could ever possibly dream that I could be. And just to make my point clear, when the time comes for us to have children, baby, our kids are going to be so much better than everybody else's kids. And as long as she doesn't come to her senses, I believe that we have an amazing journey ahead of us. I would like to propose a toast, even though I don't have my drink with me. Thank you. Please raise your glasses. To love, laughter, and to us, happily ever after.
Amen.